Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the channel. My name is Craig. We're going to be going over the charts. We're going to take a look at the stock markets first. Then we're going to go into Bitcoin. I'm going to show you what I think is coming in the big picture, also in the smaller time frame, what to watch for. I'm going to show you where my trades are. So if that sounds good to you, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. What do you think of the shirt, right? So the shirt kind of matches my thumbnail, but it's going to be raining today, so I'm not going golfing, but I do have to go do a buddy of mine owns an indoor golf thing, so I'm going to shoot a commercial over there. Anyways, that's why the golf shirt. So let's take a look at what's going on. We're going to take a look at the Dow Jones first, S&P, NASDAQ. We'll even take a look at oil and 10-year yield, and then we'll take a look at Bitcoin. But as you can see, markets are red right now. What time is it? As the time of making this video, it's 10:20. As you guys know, America's credit has been downgraded, so we are not at a AAA anymore, according to Moody's. But a lot of people are kind of acting like that's no big deal, which I do really think it is a big deal. And I think it's going to be part of what leads to a huge downside for the markets. I've been talking about this for a long time. I'm going to talk to how far that could go down, why. Let's get into it. And I'm going to tell you guys how you can get a free $10,000 added to your account on PrimeXBT, so stick around for that. All right, DXY is right in our zone here. I know everybody thinks the dollar is dead, the dollar is dying, it's going away, it's never coming back, blah, blah, blah. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. We're probably not going to see it in our lifetime, but I will definitely keep an eye on the DXY. But if you look at the DXY in the big picture, guys, it's been much lower than this. Look back here in 2017, how low it was. And if you want to go all the way back to 2004, back here in 08 was way down to like 71, right? So in no way, shape, or form do I believe the dollar is dead. Do I believe everything is inflated? 100%. But we'll take a look at couple more things. The 10-year yield. So as you guys know, if you understand the yield, when it's rising, nobody's buying it, right? So definitely keep an eye on this, because 10-year yield is just kind of ranging right now. When it breaks out of this range, if it's to the upside, that's going to be super bad for the markets, in my opinion. I know everybody's calling for lower rates, but now you hear the Fed talking about maybe one lowering this year, when before it was like 5 or 7 or something. It just keeps going down. I doubt they're going to raise rates or lower rates. I believe if they're truly trying to make things better, they'll raise the rates, but who am I? So the Dow Jones, here is on the left hand side, right, or the right hand side, we have the Great Depression. As you can see, when a market rallies this hard, you have to be cautious and careful. I mean, you could have said that back here too also, right? But this is a massive rally. And look at the formation we have here. It's almost identical, right? If that was to happen, that would get Dow down to like between 6,000 and 13,000 points if we were to get a crash like this. And what I want to ask you guys, let me know in the comments below. Say we get this crash, right? Do you think Bitcoin and crypto will be able to hold up in a crash like that, being it is a highly speculative asset? You let me know in the comments below, right? So let's take a look at Dow Jones right here in the smaller time frame. Now, Dow Jones has a 0.786 right here at 43,295. We've been talking about it possibly getting up above this, because Bitcoin has done everything before the markets, right? And it's kind of like the markets just follow what Bitcoin's doing, but we're going to keep a close eye on this. If the Dow Jones is going to do that, Dow Jones should come test this 44,000-ish range. That would be equal to where Bitcoin's at right now. Same thing with the S&P, but the S&P has already hit where Bitcoin hit in the charts, above that 786, right? We'll be keeping a close eye on this. NASDAQ, same thing, got above its 0.786. Could it be done here? Definitely a possibility. Now, if any of these get below their 0.786 fib, that should become resistance, and then it should go back down and retest the golden pocket zone. So I'm going to let you guys know, if you guys this is only goes on for, I think, a couple more weeks, if that. But you need to sign up if you want the free $10,000 sign up bonus, up to 10,000. So whatever you put into your PrimeXBT account, right? That if you go below the video, there's PrimeXBT link. They do support the channel, and you click that link and you'll automatically be signed up for 100% deposit bonus. Whatever you deposit, they will match 100% up to $10,000, so you can use towards your margin. So that's a huge, you're not going to find that anywhere else. Definitely check that out if you haven't. Cool thing about Prime is, and I'm still working on the tutorial, the new tutorial. You can check out my old one. It's next to the link down below. If you already have an account with me, just go to the promo code section right here, hit more, go to where it says promo codes and put in Crypto Savvy 100, and that will get you the bonus of whatever you deposit, 100% deposit bonus. But you can trade crypto, forex, gold, silver. Now they have Tesla, Netflix, tons of stocks, everything, all from one exchange. And you can use your crypto to trade it. So instead of using like the dollar in the markets, you can use your crypto to trade the market. So awesome exchange. Love them. So let's take a look at one more thing. Another sponsor of the channel, BITUNIX. You can win up to a Model 3 Tesla or $35,000. You can take cash on any of these prizes. Second prize is Rolex, or 12,000. Vision Pro for the third prize, or 4,000. This goes on till June 6th. You just have to have, it goes by trading volume. If you reach this trading volume, boom, you can win that. And it's not that hard to get high trading volume, guys. Let's take a look at the bullish case. So I know a lot of people are extremely bullish still on Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at the smaller time frames here in a minute. But being bullish we drew this out way back when, right? I told you guys that was right up at this top. We talked about it coming down to this level, which it got there. And if that held, we could see a new all-time high. But I'm going to show you why I think you really need to be careful here, because this thing could definitely already be topped out. Because in my bearish case scenario, that was the top, and we have not broken the top yet. If we do, I'd be very careful, because you can get a wick above just like you did back here, right? Could it play out just like this? You get one more high and then back down. Definitely a possibility. But as of right now, I am still leaning this way, that we have a huge downside somewhere between 3,500 and 9,700. It's looking more like around 9,700 now, but nevertheless, below 10,000, I still think that's a great possibility. I know people will say I'm crazy, but if you've been around this market and you're not new, you know what it can do. Some people still want to be blindly focused on just up only, right? But you gotta keep in mind what's happening in traditional markets, and it's getting ugly, guys. It's getting ugly. And remember that Bitcoin is a highly speculative asset. It doesn't mean that it doesn't matter that it's going mainstream, right? When things get bad, people sell shit in the markets very quickly, very heavily, and Bitcoin will be one of those that gets sold very heavily, in my opinion. Remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm giving you my opinion on these markets. But again, here's the smaller time frame, the 4-hour time frame, right? I put this wave count in a couple weeks ago and showed you, as long as it doesn't break the high, this is what we could be looking at for our next levels, right? So still looking like this is a possibility. If we go into the 4-hour, right here, and let's turn on our volume. Take a look at the volume. We did have some high volume here, but nothing to write home about, right? Look how the volume's declining here this whole time, right? It's just a declining volume, and usually after that you'll see a big red volume. So that's what I'm looking for here. Here is your target if we break down below this bottom trend line, right? So to be bullish in this 4-hour chart, right, which could be a couple days, say 107.9 to 108. If it breaks that, your upside target would be, and it depends on where it hits this line, right? Because it's an ascending line. But let's say it breaks right here. Then your targets would be all the way up to 113.5. And I would expect a big wick if we did get there. But that would be your target if you break up past this rising channel, right? If you break below it, let's put a target. Let's put a price down there. If you break below, it's going to be around the 102.8-ish, right? And that would get you to approximately, on a 4-hour chart, this is the trade setup I would be looking for. Of course, you can go to a smaller time frame and trade within this. Just have your stops placed on the bottom or top trend line, right? But this is what I'm looking for. I do have 2 Bitcoin short, looking for this right now at 97,459. Let's go over to it. This account I put in 15,000, or I put in 13,000. And we're up 1,400 right now. So we'll keep an eye on that. And let's see where we at here. But yeah, this is what I'm looking for. As of right now, nothing big happening in here. But if it does break this bottom trend line, keep an eye on that because it could be a very quick drop. And Tesla. So Tesla, we've been talking about this being it for Tesla. And more downside coming. We'll see what happens here. The major line of resistance, right? So this is still a valid count that gets us down to like 151, although I think it's going to go much lower than that, but this is just the next move in my opinion. Now what I did want to talk about is if it breaks this 372 right here, that's wave 1. If wave 4 breaks wave 1, it's invalidated. So this is the area you want to watch. Could you short it? I mean, if I was shorting Tesla right now, I would short it right here and I would put my stops at 372. I'm not shorting it. I may do a short on that on PrimeXBT. I'll let you guys know. Make sure you follow me. Links down below. If you want to get signed up for that BITUNIX trading competition, you can use that link below. I have a quick tutorial sitting next to that. But I do appreciate you guys stopping in. Thank you very much. I'll catch you in the next video. Again, I will be doing live streams probably 2 or 3 times a week. I'm not sure that every morning in the markets gets kind of boring to do a live. So, but either or, it'll be a recorded or a live. Just make sure your notifications are on. We're going to go over a lot more stuff. We're going to start going over news a little bit more. Let me know in the comments if that sounds good to you. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I am out of here.